Hi boys and girls. Today I'm going to read you another fractured fairy tale that one of my former students wrote, and it's called Calvin and the Three Tyrannosauruses. And this is the first book with a male main character. So let's see how Calvin's adventures differ from the others. Once upon a time there was a little boy named Calvin. He was a very nice boy with a nice home. Calvin wore camouflage pants and he liked cake and ice cream. Calvin sometimes let the curiosity get the best of him. Close by lived a family of Tyrannosauruses. There was a papa, a mama, and a baby. The papa was the grumpiest. The mama was hard to get angry, but the baby was always happy, no matter what. The papa was 50 feet tall, the mama was about 39 feet tall, and the baby was 2 feet tall. They really liked living together and were a happy family. The Tyrannosaurus family lived in an enormous cave. It was 90 feet tall with about 50 rooms. The Papa Tyrannosaurus's favorite room was the freeze room. It would cool them off if they were hot. The Mama Tyrannosaurus's favorite room was the heat room, which would heat them up if they were cold. The baby Tyrannosaurus's favorite room was the toy room. It was filled with toys and games. One day, Calvin saw the cave door open. He decided to go in because he had never been in the cave before. He was a curious boy, if you remember. In the cave, he saw 3 bowls of dinosaur soup. He tasted the soup in the big-sized bowl, but this soup was too bony. Ugh. Then he tried the soup in the medium-sized bowl, but this soup was too mushy. Finally, he tried the soup in the small-sized bowl, and this soup was just right. And without meaning to, he ate it all up. Luckily, the dinosaurs had gone out for the afternoon, so Calvin was all alone in the cave. He went into the next room. His feet were getting cold. Lucky for Calvin, he saw 3 pairs of shoes. He knew the shoes would keep his feet warm. He tried on the first pair of shoes, but these shoes were too loose. Next, Calvin tried on the second pair of shoes, but these shoes were too tight. Finally, Calvin tried on the 3rd pair of shoes. These shoes looked baby-sized, but surprisingly, they fit him. He decided to keep them on. Calvin was getting kind of sleepy. I forgot to show you a picture. Calvin was getting kind of sleepy. He saw a flight of stairs. Calvin went up the stairs and found himself in a room. In the room, there were 3 beanbag chairs. Calvin decided to take a rest on one. First, he sat down on the big-sized beanbag chair, but this one was too rocky. He could not get comfortable. Next, he sat on the medium-sized beanbag chair, but this one was too squishy. He sank right in. Calvin looked around. There was only one beanbag chair left. He sat down on it. It was not too squishy or too rocky. It was just right. Calvin fell fast asleep. Meanwhile, the 3 Tyrannosauruses decided to have their breakfast. But when they went into the kitchen, they found that someone had been eating their breakfast. "Someone ate some of my breakfast," said the papa in a grumpy voice. "And someone has been nibbling at my soup," said the mama in her calm voice. "And someone has gobbled up all my soup," said the baby. They went into the next room and found their shoes in different places. "Someone has been wearing my shoes," said the papa in his grumpy voice. "And someone has been trying on my shoes," said the mama in her calm voice. "And someone took my shoes," said the baby. They went upstairs to the bedroom. "Someone has been sitting in my beanbag chair," said the papa in a grumpy voice. "And someone has sat down in my chair," said the mama in her calm voice. "And someone is sleeping in my beanbag chair," squeaked the baby. So the mama and the papa snuck up on Calvin, but the papa stubbed his toe. "Yow!" roared Papa Tyrannosaurus. His roaring woke Calvin up. Calvin ran out of the house, rushed home. Papa and Mama Tyrannosaurus were angry that Calvin got away, but the baby was still happy as soon as he got to sink down in his comfy beanbag chair for a nice, long nap. The end. I hope you enjoyed this fractured fairy tale, Calvin and the Three Tyrannosaurs.